Hey, Neve and Mike. What's up, guys? Had your new profile picture come out. God. Cool. Send me another pic on text, all right? If you don't mind. I just want to see something on the computer, then I'm going to take you up into the kitchen. Thank you. All right. I don't know, Rick texted me something about Sir Doyle. So I thought maybe he was live or something. It smells so good in my kitchen. Hold on. So you are maybe a picky eater? No, I have a condition, Jody. I have a serious condition that's killing me. So you see this spot right here? This is the ileocecal valve. It's a sphincter. This is a sphincter. Okay, and what happens is, because we're not living naturally, the liver becomes, from a very early age, even before birth for most, occluded. The word is occluded. It means that the bile flow is very weak. It's like drip drop instead of a faucet. All type of debris is in there blocking the gallbladder and the liver. So me, just like everybody else, went my whole life with poor liver function. What does that mean? It means that food takes too long. So I'll give you, for instance, I was just at somebody's house. The kid was in the bathroom for a long time, like over a half an hour, trying to poop. The contents of the intestine, once it comes out of the stomach, it's supposed to mix with bile from the liver and gallbladder. The liver makes the bile, it gets stored in the gallbladder, and when you eat, especially in the middle of the day, you have like a high tide, this bile flow is supposed to combine with the food that comes out of the intestine, comes out of the stomach, and that helps. It's actually the primary force that moves the food through the intestine. What's up, Martello? So, food's taking too long, and everything breaks down. Everything breaks down into its constituent components. So, growing up on grains, dairy, and all things, even if it's health food, if it takes too long, it's going to break down into mold and fungus and yeast. And this thing here, the ileocecal valve, instead of being a tight muscle junction like this, it becomes overridden with mold and fungus. And the tissue, you have a tissue morphological change, which is comparable to a wart. So instead of a sphincter like this, just imagine this sphincter here, like your fucking butthole. Imagine your butthole turns into, the tissue around your butthole turns into like it's made out of a wart. You know how like a wart is like a circle? It's like this. But now instead of this shape, imagine it's supposed to be a hole in the middle because it's a sphincter, right? So that's what leaky gut is. It's fungal hyphae, which is the roots of fungus, growing through the tissue. And now anything that's in there is leaking into your bloodstream. You understand? You don't have this tight junction fit anymore. You have a complete mess, or I have a complete mess. So anytime somebody eats something, especially if it's junk food, but even if it's health food, there's a metabolic waste that leaks into the bloodstream. So they call it a universal reactor. Universal reactor is when the blood brain, as in the brain of the gut, is compromised. And so I have overall condition. For example, I was shaving the other day, like 3 weeks ago, and I wasn't careful, and I fucking just completely shaved the top layer, more than the top layer of skin off my 2 ankles, on the left side primarily. And it would look like, I remember the movie Psycho, and you see down in the shower, in the bottom of the shower, there's just blood. And that's what I was looking at in the shower, blood everywhere. That wound, as it's healing, because I have this fungal infection, is itching like crazy for weeks. It's like systemic ringworm. How do you remove them? You have to get back liver function. So that's what I'm writing in my book. It's a specific menu for 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then on Saturday you do an olive oil and lemon liver flush to flush the liver of that debris. And the liver can, systemic ringworm. Because ringworm is a fungus, it's not a worm. And anytime somebody has ringworm, it's not from that spot, it's from the gut growing out. It's like when you see a mushroom on the forest floor, the mushroom didn't grow from outside in, it grows from underneath. Electric, that's stupid, man. Go eat some White Castle, you fucking dumbass. One more, I'm not in the mood today. One more word, I'm banning you from the channel. Totally not in the mood today. Where does castor oil come from? castor bean. Ricinius communis, whatever. Ask ChatGPT. Go to the doctor. Yeah, go get vaccinated. Go get antibiotics. Antibiotics, anti-inflammatories. Go get chemotherapy. You fucking retard. I'm not gonna say it. I was out all day today. Haven't eaten. So I'm extra cranky. You're skirting a thin line, Electric. I'll be very happy to get rid of you. Yeah, notice how nobody said anything. Who gives a fuck? Just like in the movie Troy, nobody will remember your name. The sad reality of an internet troll. Anyway, these are going out to Justine, Rick, and Tina. They're called Dino Tracks. I forgot who asked. Maybe it was Tina, or maybe it was Jody. Somebody asked, what are you going to eat when you eat again? I'm fasting down to skin and bone, and then I'm going to build myself back up again by working out and eating Dino Tracks. These are Dino Tracks. I made them on scale. On stream. Pumpkin, chia, Irish moss. These are the ones I made yesterday. They crack. And I could actually take them out now, but... And they're not... I didn't measure them, but basically it's the size of a business card, a big business card. You can have it as a cracker, a sandwich. You can put dip on it. Looks like me and Justine are going to get together on a product like that. To the person who just was wondering why I took them off my channel, it's because there was 2 videos that I had to delete because of you. So I'm not going to feature you on. I'm not going to allow you on my channel anymore. Sorry. It's too risky because this is, this is my brand. This is my business, and I can't allow somebody to put that in jeopardy. So don't come back. can see what happens, guys. I turn into a monster. So, let's see. If I make this and it smells really good, I'll be tempted to eat it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the omega tea, which pulls debris from the intestine. And it's done 2 hours before and after eating. So if I have this, I can't eat for 2 hours. And by that time I'll be ready for bed. I'll be in bed, so. Yes, Sandra. The person begged me to delete 2 videos. And so, you know, if that's going to be an issue, then the third time, you know, it's like 3 strikes, you're out. I'm not going to get to 3 strikes. That's it. 2 strikes, you're out. It's like, what's the point? Have some food, it's good for you. Well, somebody could get to the point where even water could kill them. So I don't think that you are qualified to make that statement. No offense. Because you don't know my situation and you're not trained like I am. So you have an opinion. You come from a point of view which is not how I see things. For me, what I need to do for my health is to clear away the, what is it called? What's the word for organ? Visceral fat. The visceral fat, which is, like I was saying, the ringworm comes from inside. So the cellulite is actually coming from within. I can't see because the chat's in the way. Let me see if I do this. I could bring it down. So this fat here is actually around on this side is the sigmoid colon. This side is the ileocecal valve, like I was saying. And this is holding me back. This debris is holding me back from being the person that I came to be in this world. So it's definitely reduced since I started this leg of my cleanse on October 22nd, which is essentially not eating. Now I could technically have a soup and it would still count as not eating, but I'm not taking it easy. I'm going harder. I'm not taking my foot off the gas. So Cheers. Cheers to being different. It's a niche market, Jess. It's a niche within a niche within a niche. So, you know, they say you gotta niche down. I'm niching all the way down. Who's that girl? Is she from England? I forget. She's like, she looks anorexic. She's got the black hair. Well, she is anorexic or whatever. People are always worried about her health. I'm not going that far, but she's known. It is done. Oh, there's a fucking chia seed over here stuck on my dish rag. You know how she's still alive? It's because she doesn't consume a lot. She doesn't consume a lot. You know, the most longest lived people are all frugal eaters. All the monks that live over 100, they're skinny as fuck. You never see obese people. And I know what you're gonna say. Muscle mass. That's why I said I'm niching down. I'll never be a muscle mass guy. You gotta think, what's it all for? Eugenia. Oh, I thought they were saying that's a key marker for longevity is muscle mass. Anyway, I know that the more muscle you have, the more energy you expend. But there's a thing now for old people to to keep muscle. I don't know. Maybe it's marketing. Maybe it's marketing for grass-fed beef. That seems to be what everybody's talking about these days. So what I'm going to do first is make an emulsification. An emulsification is combining fat and sweet. So what that's going to look like is the olive oil I just put in there. I was turned on to this brand, Spectrum, extra virgin. Shit, I didn't even read it. It doesn't say first cold pressed. It says cold extracted. Shit, I don't know if that's the right one. Well, I used it already. She was assaulted and developed an eating disorder? Oh, damn. Panda, are you in the chat? All right, somebody from the chat wants you to contact her. Do you want me to give you her number, or do you want her Facebook? Do you have a Facebook? Whoa. You don't have Facebook? Oh, that's cool. No, it's not Rose. It's Caroline. Okay, so the emulsification is shit. I just realized I had the omega tea. I can't even taste the honey. All right. You got fat and sweet. In this case, it's olive oil and honey. Now I'm going to put lecithin in there. I'm trying to get rid of all my ingredients, so when I leave, there's nothing left. There we go. All the lecithin's gone. Yay. Should I save that spoon? Maybe. This is actually a nice jar. Anybody save jars? Let me seal this up so the mice don't get it. Okay. So we got honey and olive oil and lecithin. The lecithin is an emulsifier. You save jars too? Yeah. Um, cool. Yeah, if they're good jars. But I have a lot now, so I'm only gonna save the good ones. But like I'm getting rid of all my shit, so I don't really need jars anymore. Save jars all day. All right, I got a bunch of mason jars. Somebody gave me a 6-pack. There's my yerba mate tea. That's linden tea. I bought way too much ashwagandha. Both of those are ashwagandha. I put my salt in one. These are all honey jars. These are honey jars. I'm saving them for when I leave. I'm going to put my herbs in there. I got tribulus, yohimbe, 2 kinds of mushroom. And that was tomato sauce. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to get rid of a bunch. Man, I don't even know what I'm going to do with that. What do you can? Do you can? The hot water somehow activates the lecithin? I don't know. Thick already. Also gonna put in this Irish moss. All my salt. You ever think things just like work out the way they're supposed to? Oregano. I'm putting oregano in because it's supposedly anti-parasitic. And I'm trying to make sure that any food cravings that I have are not from parasites. I'm like, oh, am I getting hungry because I have worms that are trying to eat? Oh shit, hold on. Are these dirty? I might have to rinse these. I just felt a little grit on my hands. Let me rinse these. Smells good. Oregano. I also got some dried oregano. It's gonna be a very oregano flavor. Alright, now this is mustard and turmeric. Mixed together. And this is habanero powder. I never measure stuff, and I should. Neve, I am making a spicy soup broth. Because I'm not eating. I'm doing a protocol for healing my gut and getting an 8-pack. So I'm trying to rest my intestines, but still get nutrition. So it's a kind of a fast. I'm not going to eat this tonight, but basically I'll have this in the fridge, and then all I got to do is add hot water to thin it out and to heat it up. I'll boil some water, and it's got olive oil, it's got Irish moss, it's got some spices. I'm gonna put garlic in there. I don't know if anybody would consider that food, even though there's blended garlic in there. Am I cheating, guys? Am I cheating by blending garlic and Irish moss and spices? Am I a fraud for saying on Instagram and YouTube that I haven't eaten since October 22nd? Meanwhile, I'm making recipes like this with ground up herbs in it and Irish moss. Everybody's gonna be staying away after all this garlic, though. Holy. I like that. When somebody says, "How you doing?" you say "I'm doing it." Is that what you said? Sounds good, actually. I never know what to say when people ask me how I'm doing, because I don't want to tell them the truth. So I'll say I'm doing it. Thank you. A lot of garlic, holy. People gonna smell me coming from a mile away. More than a mile. 100 miles. You just say you're alive, as I should. Okay. So basically we got a hot honey mustard cheese sauce when I put the ridiculous amount of nutritional yeast in it. What I'm planning on doing is start training again. I got this concept of going to a new gym, going to a gym like I'm walking through your town, you know, I'm going on foot up, walking from here to Boston or Maine. And so if I start here in this actual apartment, and my first closest gym is my original gym. Not my original, but the original one around here. So that's Pinpoint. So theoretically, if I start tomorrow, I'll train at Pinpoint, sleep here. The next day, train at the next gym, which is Ragnarok. That's the new one. And then, because I'm touring, I can't sleep here again, because then I wouldn't have gotten anywhere. So I'll sleep at my parents' house. And I'd be walking from here to my parents' house, which it'd take about 2 hours, hour or two. It's only 15-20 minutes by car, but if I'm walking and I'm pulling this suitcase on wheels, it's going to take longer. The next gym from my parents' house is Gracie Baja. And if I can get there for a morning class, I can walk theoretically to the Bronx by nightfall and stay at Tommy Hurley's house, Tommy T. Rain. He's my, my kettlebell and strength coach. He's gonna be also coaching me online when I'm away. Ooh, some more of that. I guess I'm out of salt. I thought I had more. So, I don't know, where was I going? Oh, because, yeah, so basically, I'm starting training again tomorrow. And that's the beginning of my tour. Once I get to the Bronx, I'm pretty much home free, because after the Bronx is Connecticut. I got a place in Connecticut to sleep, and it's only 16 hours walking to Boston. So even if I didn't have a place to stay, I could walk through the night and make it. So that's the plan as of now. My dad was having me help him with his lawn. He turned his lawn into an AstroTurf lawn. Needs garlic press? You got one, Jody? Depeche Mode, that was a 50-pound kettlebell, bro. I was having trouble with that. I'm not strong like that, and I don't work out. That was the first time I'd done an actual kettlebell workout, you know, like for real. If you count that as a kettlebell workout, I don't know, like, I don't know anything about it. I'm not a kettlebell guy. I'm not a strong guy, and that's why it looks like. You know why it looked like that, because that's exactly what was happening. I'm not explosive. I'm not trying to be the best fighter in the world, man. I'm just trying to build a brand. There's always going to be somebody bigger, better, stronger. But there's only one Master Leaky. And if I get my name on the banner, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? There's many goats, but there's only one UFC. That's what I'm saying. All I gotta do is survive. I don't even have to win the battle. All I gotta do is survive these matches, not get injured. Wow. Just look at this, guys. I'm capable? All right, thanks for the vote of confidence. I just opened this. Here's the top that I ripped off. How full do you think this is? First person in the chat, try to guess. How full do you think this is? Half full? It's not even half full. It's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Put a little bit of this in there to fill it up to the top. And that is the soup base. It's a spicy broth that can be used as a dressing. A flavoring for a dip if you add something to like cream it. You know, you could add more Irish moss, you could add pumpkin seeds or walnuts or something, you know, avocado. And that's it. Now I'll do some alchemy. Do some alchemy now to mix it. Oh wow, maybe I don't even need to do alchemy. This is all fit in this one container. My god, it smells good though. All my favorite ingredients. Good oil, vinegar, salt, nutritional yeast. Very tempting. Cool, it all fit into one. Very tempting. The Matrix, huh? Why? Because it was gruel? Yeah, it's not pretty. Damn if it doesn't smell good though. It smells like a sharp cheddar sauce. I don't know. If that makes sense. So it's funny how everything kind of works out. Like, you know, I ran out of ingredients. I got no ingredients left. And I'm ready to go. All I gotta do is one last load of wash and pack. I can unplug my fridge. Got rid of all my food. Take a little bit of this with me, maybe a mason jar, and then leave it at the last place when I run out of food. Run out of broth, which probably be either my parents' house or the Bronx. Great movie, The Matrix, huh? Whatever it takes to survive. Gotta eat gruel. Love it. On the road again. Okay. You know what? If I'm here another day, I could potentially make... No, I can't actually. I was going to say I can make something with this chia. I have a little bit of extra chia, but... I'll just bring this to my parents' house. to get sea moss. I was gonna make dino scales. Dino tracks, sorry. Alright, quick dishwash and then I'll do the news. Egypt, huh? You're the second person in 2 days who said that. Are you in a cult? Because it would make sense if you are. My ex-girlfriend was in Egypt. I think she was sent by the Masons or the CIA. So maybe you're in the Eastern Star. You're either in the Eastern Star or the CIA. You're all in on it, aren't you? I'm in the Matrix right now. I'm in the Truman Show. That's why my dad's dragging his feet and coming up with more tasks for me to do for his lawn before I could leave. He doesn't want me to leave. Because he's in on it too. I gotta bring my blender though. Just in case I go somewhere that they want to do natural healing, but they don't have a blender like Justine. What goes on at the Mason Eastern Star party? Just a big orgy or what? Alcohol, sex, drugs, rock and roll? Now I know why it's so popular. Guess I just don't got it in me. I'm still that geeky nerd from the suburbs. Shy. Autistic. Alright. Let's do the stupid news. Make a smoothie. I had something yesterday. It was honey, coconut, Irish moss, and vanilla and ice. I bet you somebody sent me something about the election. Pennsylvania is not looking good. Wow, it's a robot? Is this real? Look at this. It's fake? Wow. That was cool though. Anything else I could do up here? No, that's it. All right, let's do the news. Okay. Oh. But kind of glad I don't have to use OBS. This shit's a pain in the ass. Excuse me. Industrial Revolution. Digital revolution, huh? Digital industrial? You making some zoodles, Justin? Good for you, bro. All right, let's see here. Mm, mm, mm. Just look at me. What's for dinner tonight? I just made a soup, but I didn't eat it because I'm fasting. So I'm gonna have it tomorrow instead. Okay, United Kingdom. Anybody from United Kingdom? Moving to ban cigarettes. Wow. See, I've thought about things like this, like, Pyro, are you from the UK? Why did I think you were from Chicago or something? Aren't you, MMA fight collector? I thought we were gonna link up in Illinois or something, or Indiana, or I forgot where it was. Oh, you're faking. All right. Legislation intended to ban today's British children from ever legally being able to smoke began its journey through Parliament on Tuesday. The Tobacco and Vapes Bill would also bar smoking and vaping in some outdoor spaces, such as playgrounds and the entrances to schools and hospitals. But a proposed ban on smoking in pub beer gardens has been dropped after opposition from bar owners. Huh. Well, what do you guys think? It's it's a tough line. I would say these things that are not healthy, they really shouldn't be produced, you know? You can't take away people's freedoms, but if it's a corporation, should they be allowed to profit, market, and sell poison? Like, let's see, there's evidence and studies for the medical benefits of nicotinamide. So maybe it can be proven that the harmful aspects of smoking is not from the tobacco leaf. Then you can manufacture an organic, not laden with chemicals and all that shit that they put in regular cigarettes. I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, the natives use tobacco for ceremony in the peace pipe, but they wouldn't be affected by a ban in America because they have religious freedom. You know? Pyro, you say allow everything for personal use, but not for commercial retail. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So how would somebody acquire their tobacco? They'd have to connect with a farmer, I guess. And then the farmer would give it to them as as an offering, a spiritual offering. Reminds me of when I came back from my medicine training in 2013. Farmers are always the answer. Haha, nice. All right, next. Delhi wants artificial rain to tackle worsening air pollution. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice ideal that you got there. Only buy from farmers, farm to table. But how are you going to feed a global population with that approach? Yeah, you have to have industry. But I think with AI, we can figure it out where it's mutually beneficial. So you can still have your industry, but not causing environmental destruction and selling poison, you know? India's capital territory of Delhi is keen to use artificial rain to fight air pollution this year. Its Environment Minister Gopal Ray said on Tuesday, as deteriorating air quality in the region led to an increase in respiratory illnesses. From a report, large swaths of North India battle pollution each winter as cold air traps dust, vehicle emissions, and smoke from farm fires in the breadbasket states of Punjab and Haryana, shrouding the national capital and its suburbs in a toxic haze. Listen to this. Cloud seeding, the method of triggering rain by seeding clouds with salts, was considered to curb pollution in 2023 too, but the plan did not materialize due to unfavorable weather conditions. Wow. So they finally admit it. Chemtrails are real. It's my tinfoil hat turned into gold. Here we go. The degradation of land is a threat to human life, the Saudi government says. The degradation of the world's soils and landscapes is threatening human life and must be addressed as a matter of urgency, the government of Saudi Arabia has said. Neglect of the land is wiping trillions of dollars from global economies, hampering agricultural production, disrupting water supplies, threatening children with poor nutrition, and destroying vital ecosystems, according to the country's deputy environment minister. Land degradation and ways to combat the problem will come into sharp focus at a global summit to be held in the nation's capital, Riyadh, in December. Wow. And he's not wrong. There's a movie about it. It's called Kiss the Ground. And I learned about it from my teacher, Dr. Jubb. He calls it life food agrarianism, whereby the ingredients that you use for your food are grown in a way that's beneficial to the environment. So the saying is, it goes, life food is for a sustainable future. And, the movie Kiss the Ground is about regenerative agriculture. So in the United States and other areas of the world, the modern menu has contributed to soil degradation. And it's exposed. It's exposed. The thing is that people are addicted. And of course, there's conflict of interest with the industries that are growing the food. So I think it's going to take people like me to show people how what they eat can either move humanity toward a healthy future or environmental destruction, apocalypse, and death to our children's children. Hate to put it like that. But we are digging our graves with our forks. And that's just how it is. Melania Trump reveals how she stays calm, cool, focused, and healthy. In her new book, she shares secrets of mental toughness. With the eyes of the nation focused this week on the outcome of Election Day, as a matter of fact, let's take a look. Who's winning the election right now? Wow. Who's winning? Well, Harris won New York. I voted for Trump, but Harris won New York. It's hard to tell because there's so many states that haven't got their ballots in yet. But Trump is winning. Looks like he's got almost double the amount of votes, but the states that are left they could potentially, be blue states. Let's see. What are the current predictions for the presidential race? Current betting odds, how about that? Donald Trump is 70% chance to win. It's crazy. You can actually bet who's going to win. He's negative 300. Trump is minus 300. Kamala is plus 200. That's crazy. You could actually bet on it. Excuse me. Where were we? Oh, Melania Trump. Oh, this is the first lady. For some reason, I thought it was his daughter. The personal memoir gives readers a rare look inside her life, starting with the moment she set foot on American soil as a 26-year-old, and on through the, quote, assassination attempt on her husband, former President Donald Trump, this past summer in Butler, Pennsylvania. Whether she's enjoying personal success or dealing with political chaos, whether she's celebrating family triumphs or weathering times of national turbulence, she figured out long ago how to stay calm, even-keeled, and focused on what matters most. Life's circumstances shape you in many ways, often entirely beyond your control. Your birth, parental influences, and the world in which you grow up, she writes. As an adult, there comes a moment when you become solely responsible for the life you lead. You must take charge, embrace that responsibility, and become the architect of your own future. For her, she says, the moment was coming to America and New York City as an individual full of youthful confidence. I think for me, it's going to be leaving New York. Let's just fast forward. Self-care is essential. Her mother instilled in her from an early age that attending to one's appearance is very important before adventuring into the world. The value of self-care remains a guiding principle in my life. If I don't take care of myself, how would I know how to care for others? Own identity. I learned that regardless of the circumstances or the company I found myself in, the most crucial relationship I could cultivate was the one I had with myself. It's essential, she shares, to be grounded in one's own identity and values. I embrace my individuality and confidently walk my own path. Other lessons in mental strength. Sometimes in order to succeed, she writes, you must be willing to take risks and make tough decisions. I value autonomy and believe in allowing people to live according to their wishes. Am I going to do election live? Nah, I'm going to go to sleep on time if I can. It's 9:37, so that's like 20 minutes. I'm going to hit the hay. You know, I gotta survive tomorrow no matter what. But before I go, I'll check. You know. It's Trump 178 to Harris 99. What time is the election decided? It's too early. $5 a.m., Andrew? Oh, jeez. All right. Definitely not staying up for that. Oh, come on, man. Okay. Blood sugar control is a key factor in slowing brain aging. In a new international study, blood sugar control is shown to significantly impact brain health. I heard a long time ago that all mental conditions were connected to blood sugar. Age-related brain atrophy, the gradual loss of neurons and shrinkage of brain tissue, is a natural part of aging, which can lead to cognitive decline and other neurological issues. While so far aging cannot be prevented, recent research from an 18-month dietary intervention offers hope that lifestyle and dietary changes can slow brain aging. The study, which was published recently, was conducted by an international team, including Harvard, primarily carried out by PhD student and overseen by a professor. In the current study, researchers aim to understand the mechanism by which the slowing of brain atrophy occurs. The study found that a decline in HbA1c and key markers of long-term blood sugar levels are associated with significant positive changes in specific brain regions commonly affected by age-related atrophy. Brain MRI results showed that lower HbA1c levels corresponded to greater deviations in the thalamus, caudate nucleus, and cerebellum, areas crucial for cognitive function, motor control, and sensory processing. The study suggests that improved blood sugar control could be one of the most important factors in slowing down age-related brain changes. Earlier research highlighted the benefits of the green Mediterranean diet, which is rich in polyphenols from plant-based sources, like mankai, a high-protein aquatic plant, and green tea, while being low in meat. The study further strengthens this connection by suggesting that the green med diet may not only support health, but also protect the brain. See vegetables. Minerals. Minerals is everything. Next. From Science Daily. Scientists tackle farm nutrient pollution with sustainable, affordable designer biochar pellets. Alright. It's not interesting. Sorry. March for Clean Water in Britain. I'm sorry. March for Clean Water. Water pollution has become an increasingly high-profile issue in Britain, focusing on climate change and the legacy of privatization of Britain's utilities several decades ago. Private companies that provide both water and sewage have failed to update their often Victorian infrastructure as populations have grown and demand swelled. Leaks are common, and during heavy rainfall, companies discharge raw sewage into rivers, lakes, and the sea. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. I think maybe I should call it. They gotta clean up the water, huh? What do we got here? Drug maker shut down after black schmutz found in injectable weight loss drug. Wow. The Food and Drug Administration is warning consumers not to use any drugs made by a compounding pharmacy in California after regulators realized that the pharmacy was making drugs that need to be sterile, particularly injectable drugs, without using sterile ingredients or any sterilization steps. The products made by the pharmacy in Ontario, California include semaglutide, which is intended to mimic brand name weight loss and diabetes drugs Wegovy and Ozempic. They also made tirzepatide, which is intended to mimic weight loss and diabetes drugs Zepbound and Mounjaro. Damn. The FDA was alerted by a customer a complaint that a vial from that company had an unidentified black particulate floating in it. Wow, could have killed him. Well, I'm against all injections. And I hate needles, even though I gave blood the other day to get my blood test back. My blood type back. I'll do one more story or so. Let's see here. Here we go. Poor sleep in midlife is linked to faster brain atrophy. That's great. The study finds that insomnia, but not lack of sleep, may hasten brain shrinkage. The brain naturally begins to atrophy beginning in the 30s and 40s, but this can become much more pronounced with dementia and disorders like traumatic brain injury, stroke, and in some cases, multiple sclerosis. Great. It's just what I need to hear. Why you should be buying your groceries from Walmart. I've done some digging into nutrient levels and learned some insane things. It's a well-documented phenomenon that nutrient levels in produce have been declining for decades. There are several reasons, but most of them due to modern agricultural practices. If all you care about is nutrient content, speed is the only factor that matters. That means time between picked and ending up in your mouth. Price doesn't matter, organic doesn't matter. Marketing hoo-ha about how fancy the produce is doesn't matter. Literally just speed. Fresh spinach loses almost all of its vitamin C within a week. That's crazy. Oh, so that's why you should shop at Walmart? Because they get their stuff quick, huh? I'm not in the mood, Xenon. I'm sorry. That's it. Comments. This article was from yesterday about walnuts. Anybody else? Got anything to talk about? Let me check the news again. The election. We got same score. Same score. Trump 178, Harris 99. We're not going to know till tomorrow. Good luck, guys. Whatever happens, I hope, we see another day. Hit me up offline if you want. MasterLuki.com. Over.